I got a question for you. What does the word job means to you? I'm not talking about the definition, but what does it mean to you? Many people attach this word job more than anything else because for some people it means lifestyle, means status, it also can mean legacies. But at the same time, some people just look at job as pay the bills, buy the stuff, consume, pay the rent, survival, right? What if I tell you the word jobs, it's linked very closely to your identity and your spiritual being. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see I park here at this parking lot. The reason I make this video is because this morning one of my friends, he was questioning me about jobs. At the same time, I'm here at this parking lot. I just came out from a supermarket and I had a question. I asked this guy who works there in the supermarket a question, and then he turned around and replied me back and say, "Oh, I just clock in for my lunch." Or I also heard this before, "Oh, I just clock out for my lunch, so you have to go ask somebody else." I'm thinking in my head, the question that I'm asking you, if you can answer, then what does that have to do with clock in or clock out? You see what's going on here? Because we are so attached to a system and we limited ourselves, we present ourselves, we are so locked into that 9 to 5 clock in, clock out system. I do understand, yes, you don't get paid when you clock out, so you don't want to answer any questions or you don't want to do anything, which I understand. I work on 9 to 5 before, I work on retail before, so I totally understand where that attitude, where that came from. However, from what I know now, I'll say 95%, maybe more, of people who does not enjoy their work, enjoy their job. And this is one of the reasons. We clock in, clock out. We're just operating with other people's system, other people's schedule, right? And it's the reason people dislike their job because they are not themselves when they work for their jobs, okay? So that's why many people are stressed. Even if they have the job to pay the bills, to buy stuff, they still feel miserable. It's not making them happy because those jobs make them feel like they're pretending, they're playing a character, not themselves. In the conversation that I had with my friend today, he was questioning, okay, those gig workers, it's not a real job. And I was going to question him, then what's job? What's the word job to you? Paying the bills, make money, then gig workers, making the money, paying the bills, buying the stuff as well. The work they're doing is not a real job, right? So we tend to give job too much credit. We attach our identity onto it. When we attach the identity to your job, then you will limit yourself. You limit your identity. Just like the guy I was talking about in the supermarket. You limited the time that you want to help people. Why? If I ask a question and you know the answer, what does it matter if you're clock in, clock out lunchtime, right? You're limiting yourself. Another good example is, let's say I'm a real estate agent, for example. If I lock into that identity, I'm a real estate agent, that means, what, I cannot do marketing? No. Does that mean I'm not a salesperson? No. Or does that mean I cannot do other things like social media? No. Or can I also be an can I also be an investor? Yes. So you see what's happening when we are so locked into a identity and we're just limited ourselves. Our subconscious always want to label things. Every person, every places, everything. If we do not have a label or the meaning that we can put on something, somebody, or place, then the subconscious will be triggered as an unfamiliar. And when it trigger as an unfamiliar, it will trigger fight or flight. It will trigger the fear or the uncomfortable and will make you stressed. It will make you don't want to move forward, right? So if we attach to our identity, let's say, for example, that supermarket guy, so when I'm clock out, then I cannot help you. And that's kind of in their subconscious mind, because if I help you, then I don't get paid. And if I don't get paid, then it's my loss. I don't know if it makes sense, but that's what happened when we put a label on it. We attach to job with something. We attach a label, job title, job type, right? We are attached to that. And gig worker is also working, right? Of course, it's not like the typical traditional 9 to 5 job, but it's still making the money, still able to pay the bills, buying the stuff, right? So technically, it's still a job. Why it's not a real job? Because the person's subconscious attached to the system, clock in and out, and then so anything outside of that, it's concerned, not real to the person. And this also can be very broadened to talk about is we also give identity to races, nationalities, religions, communities, right? All those identities that people attach to are limiting their identity. That's why we have so much separations, divisions. People are attacking each other. It's not due to who they are, it's due to who you are, we are, ourselves. Because let's say, for example, if I am Asian, right? So the Asian's identity, stereotype maybe doesn't speak good English, drive slow, doesn't know how to drive, right? All those are more like negative labelings, attachments, identity that people give. But at the same time, if we really look at it, it's the person who gives those labels and attached to is the person's perspective. It doesn't mean that an Asian or me doesn't know how to drive, right? As well as nation or religion. We may tend to think, oh, Middle Eastern people are labeled as terrorists, right? Terrorist group. But that's our perspective, our labeling from our consciousness. But that doesn't mean those people are the ones. And our labeling and our attached identity is limiting our perspective, limiting how we see the world, how we experiencing the world, and how we separate our own self to the world. We separate ourselves. If I'm a Christian, then if you don't believe Christianity, if you don't believe Jesus, then you go to hell, right? You cannot go to heaven. That's put a limitation onto yourself, onto your identity, onto your own religion, own belief as well. Some people even go as far as, if you're not Christian, then I don't want to date you, I don't want to marry you. See, that's also a limitation that you put on yourself. That doesn't mean the person who does not believe Christianity or does not believe Jesus, they're a bad person that you don't want to marry. It's just a limitation that you put on yourself. So in the spiritual sense, when it comes to job, many people dislike their job. They feel it's draining their energy. They are dragging themselves to go to a job. And that is because due to we are living an experience in this matrix system that we wake up, go to work, come home, sleep, on the weekend, consume, and then on Monday, repeat, go to work, right? This is the system that the matrix, the school, the society create, or the culture create for them, not for you, right? Not for each our individual. Some people enjoy, of course. I'm not saying nobody enjoy, but the majority of us does not enjoy that 9 to 5 frame, and you do not have to sit in the office or have that 9 to 5 time frame to make money, to pay the bills. There's a lot of opportunity out there. But if you're locked in an identity about only 9 to 5 is the real job, then you will miss other opportunities from your perspective. We don't like our jobs, we have to continue to work and have these 3 modalities: acceptance, enjoyment, and enthusiasm. Because without these 3 modalities, what we do, we will stress ourselves. What we do, we will make ourselves sick, stressed, and we will also stuck ourselves in this loop. Because when we dislike something, when we feel it, we are telling our subconscious mind to create more, because your feeling state is how you experience your reality. In order for you to get out of that loop, out of this job loop that you don't like, you have to accept that this is what you're doing right now. Okay? No matter what you're doing, you don't like it, but you have to accept that. When you accept that, you give some gratitude, because when you do that, you will not be stressful. You will not be feeling energy drained. When you are not stressed, when you are not energy drained, then you will have more space, more time, more capability to see what else is out there. Because oftentimes when we are stressed, when we are feeling drained, fatigued, or tired, then all we do is just sit back, relax, and escape the reality by watching TVs, right? That's not going to do you any good. You're just going to repeat that cycle. But if you accept, this is what I'm going to have to do right now, and it's not permanent, this is just at the moment, then you will start quiet your mind, calm yourself down, and put yourself in the flow state. And when that happens, then you will be able to see other opportunity. You're not stressed, right? You're not depressed. You will be able to see other opportunities. And when you also accept that, when you whatever you do, even though this is not what you want, this is not you, right? You don't identify it as you, but you still put the enjoyment. You're telling the universe that you're grateful, you're blessed, you're thankful about what you experiencing at the moment, right? You bring your conscious back to the present moment, and when you do that, once again, you are able to tap into the frequency, the vibration of other opportunities, other possibilities, right? Because we have infinite possibilities for us to choose and pick, and our free will is from within. So when you feel the enjoyment, then you are able to tap into other possibilities. You will be able to project a new movie, a new scene. You will be able to change and shift your job reality, your work reality. Same thing as enthusiasm, because when we are really participate into what we are doing, that oftentimes we're not just sitting there counting the days, counting the time, just like 9 to 5, right? Most people who's doing 9 to 5, they are just counting from Monday to Friday. And the weekend, yeah, happy Friday. Have a good weekend, right? Weekend is for the weak people. Weekend will make you weak because you have that fear, you have that unsettled energy that, oh, Monday is coming. I don't want to go back. I don't want to do it again. Oh my God, Monday is coming. But if you feel the enthusiasm, you are enjoying every single moment of what you're doing, time will flow more smoothly for you, will flow more fast, if that's the right word for you. Because the nine to five goers will always want to wait for that 5 o'clock to hit and to go home. And a lot of those, let's say, office jobs, those tasks, normally people can finish, let's say, maybe in 3 hours out of the 8 hours a day. And they're just sitting there, counting down. Counting down is not a good practice. It's not good enthusiasm. It's not enjoyment. You don't feel that you accept this moment, this present moment, because you're counting down. You can't wait to go to the next moment. So I'm starting a 15 minutes free call just to listen to your story. And if you feel stuck in your 9 to 5 and you want to change, you want to shift, but you don't know how to, or you might just want to have somebody hear you out, listen to your stories. I'm here for you. I want to share what I know, what I learned these past years with everybody. So I'm starting this 15 minutes Zoom call and also meet every one of you who's watching the video on this channel or listening to the podcast. I just want to appreciate everyone. So that's why I'm doing this, to give back to the viewers. So I'll put the link in the show notes in the description. If you are interested, please click and sign up and join. I'll be continuing to share stories, my own experience, and what I learned, what I discovered on this channel 3 times a week. So if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe to this channel. If you want to see more video on 9 to 5 topics, I made another video that I talk about how you can shift your reality, your work reality. Click this video and check it out. Thank you so much for spending your time to watch this video, and I will see you guys on the next one.